We live in a divisive my side, your side age, and God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness hopes to bridge the gap between both political sides. Hi friends, it's Brittany Valadez, and Pureflix Entertainment has finally released the third film in the God's Not Dead franchise. I caught up with David A.R. White as well as the rest of the film's cast to talk God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness. To see additional behind the scenes content, make sure to click up here. Now, if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the corner of your screen. Now let's check in with David to see what he had to say about the script of God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness.
The thing the first one hit on, besides Shane Harper, was it was just relevant at the time. It was what so many college students were going through, questioning their faith. And then the second one was, really about truth being challenged in a public square. We opened it up, and so when this one came, the thought was kind of a joke, was Mr. Smith goes to Washington. Well, what's that third thing? How do you get bigger than the last one? And the one before, well, it kind of goes out. Maybe we should be at the Supreme Court. But we tried that, and we went through multiple script writers to try to figure out what is this thing supposed to be. They're wonderful writers. Really, they all have a ton of credits. In fact, the guys who wrote the 1 and 2 wrote this one originally. It just wasn't for the perfect time. It wasn't relevant enough of what we needed at the time. And so we got into going, okay, well, what's the theme of this movie? We're in this dark social, political, divisive time where everybody's yelling and no one's listening. And that, I think, was really the heartbeat of what it was, and out of that the story then came.
I previously sat down with David where he revealed exclusively to me that there was going to be a third film. So naturally, I had to find out if this was indeed going to be the last one.
So I don't know. Well, our goal originally was to do 3 of them. We'll see what happens after this one.
Well, it seems like it could be up in the air, but I want to know, what is your favorite film so far in the God's Not Dead franchise? Tell me in the comment section below. As always, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe. I really do appreciate all your comments, likes, and subscriptions. One last thing. I also chatted with David's co-star, John Corbett, who plays his brother, Pierce Hill, in the film, about a previous show he used to work on called Sex and the City. Now, his former co-stars, Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker, were recently embattled in a very public feud. Now, John revealed why he decided to stay out of that feud, and also if he'd go back on the show if asked.
I'll tell you what my mom, who has so much common sense, used to tell me when the family would fight, the family fight, she'd say, stay out of it, they'll figure it out. Well, I enjoyed hanging out with all those people and being a part of that. So if they wanted me to be involved on any level, I'd drive the car for somebody. This is less, I should say, about the actual work that you're doing when you decide to do this for a living. We'll be on a set for 14 hours a day, but if you add up the time that ends up on film, it's literally minutes, to those 14 hours day after day, generally 5 weeks you're at a thing. So it's more about the relationships. Would you guys agree that you're there? Yeah. So I just like hanging out with those people, and then these people, and then if you do a TV show, there's always these people. Whatever job we get next, those people, these people will be the people. So I like the family aspect of this, so I would hang out with those people.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Brittany Valadez, and I'll see you later.